Alright, everybody. Alright, we're live right now. First thing I want to talk about is that I made this. One moment, please. So, last year I made this Discord channel on July 5th, 2021. I said, welcome to stock market crash predictions. This is where we could give our predictions on the stock market crash, just to talk if there was going to be a stock market crash. Now, what do you guys think? You think they're going to be a stock market crash? Well, we were predicting something would happen. Something was going to happen. And it did. Something happened, so we're going to go back to the charts and look as well and then see what's happening. So the reason I'm here today, it's been about 1 month and we start to see the first signs of recovery in the market. I'm not talking about just Dogecoin, I'm talking about the stock market as well. So it's pretty good news. We've been suffering a lot in the markets lately. The average American consumer has been suffering. You see less people trying to get loans for properties, for mortgage. You see gasoline prices rising across the nation. So we got to cut back on some of these things, and we got to see, is the market getting ready to turn bullish again. So this was in my Discord last year. So if you've been out of the market for a year, welcome back to the market. Big round of applause to all you guys sitting. So we had some theories. We had different theories we shared in the Discord during this time. Biden want to increase capital gain taxes. So many things that was wrong with the markets. We had inflation steadily rising for a few years. So yeah, this was in Discord last year. People started paying more to eat as well. Seafood, whole milk, bacon. Gas is up a lot. Airline travel fares up. Car and truck rentals price started skyrocketing as well. But yeah, we're gonna go and look at the chart. So this was on July 5th. Let's see where that translates to on the chart. Alright, so I'm gonna draw July 5th for you guys as well. Right here, around this time, this July 5th right here. And we started to notice, like, the SPY just kept running and running and running, but eventually it had to come down. So current price of the SPY on July 5th was around, it actually started peaking up here. It's around 430. And then it ran as high as 479. It started falling off up here in October. That was a big slip in the markets in October. And then finally we just started downtrending all the way from January until a few days ago. This could have been the lowest right here, 380 for the SPY. So this could be the low. We do have parabolic SAR showing the uptrend. So I want to highlight this candle specifically. This could be the low for the SPY during this time. This could also be a fake out, but it's first signs of recovery. First signs of recovery. So this is what we're looking at here. Parabolic SAR is finally uptrending for 3 consecutive days for the SPY. That's really good. Historically, that's good if the SPY can parabolic SAR for 3 days. Usually get a few more days after 3, so that's pretty good. We did one time as a small downtrend still, but still the SPY, I think the SPY could start rising back up. But keep in mind, on the daily, we are getting in this overbought range. Let me pull this over for you guys. And let's just look at the MACD as well. I'm going to configure my MACD real quick. I always like the MACD line to be gold, my signal line to be white. So right here as well, we see that this MACD, when the gold crosses over under the white, it's bullish. So this is what we're looking at. Gold did start coming up here on May 24th. So May 24th, MACD did cross over. We are in this bullish momentum as well. Our third consecutive day of being bullish. Big round of applause to everybody out there that's been waiting this whole time. So, third consecutive day that we are bullish on the SPY. And I'll take a screenshot of this. I'm going to put this in the charts channel as well. Since the SPY is looking this good, let's go to Twitter. Let's go to Elon Musk. This was the Elon Musk tweet earlier today that helped the Dogecoin candle spike 2 hours ago. He said Tesla merch can be bought with Doge. We already know Tesla merch can be bought with Doge. Soon SpaceX merch too. So the next bullish catalyst is when SpaceX actually allows purchase with Dogecoin. So people like Elon Musk, one of the richest men in the world, still are looking for ways to accept Dogecoin. These men still want your Dogecoin. Why would they want your Dogecoin if there's no value? These guys are thinking on the super macro level. Us day traders, us future traders, we're on the super micro levels. But on the super macro level, people like Elon Musk are willing to accept Dogecoin as a form of payment. Now, let's see what happened to a Dogecoin chart. On this daily, we had one spike up to 17.9 on the Elon tweet on April 5th. And then we had another run up, 17.1 on the 25th of April. So, these are about 20 days apart. This is 20 days. So let me draw this. And probably, yeah, we were probably due for it right here. That tweet never came right here on this date, on the 17th of May. I told people, there's no way Elon's tweeting about Doge while the markets are still super bearish. No way. No way. So we were super bearish here. That 20 day was delayed a little bit further. Now we have almost up to 30 days. So this was the block for the Elon tweet right here. This was Elon's tweet right here. So on May 12th, tametheark, I did mention on May 12th, we were at the bottom. We were getting close to the bottom on May 12th. And I wrote on May 12th, who's ready for 21.45 cents Doge? Now, if you accumulated on May 12th, there's a 90% chance you are still in the profits on your Dogecoin position. 90% chance. And I made this thing asking when we're going to get 20k Bitcoin. That is still a very big possibility if people going long get liquidated too early. If the bulls try to stampede and they get stomped out by the exchanges, that is very possible. And then we had the Luna event as well. Now on May 12th, we didn't really have that Luna event yet all the way, but we're coming down pretty hard. Let's take a look at the Luna chart on May 12th as well. And we're going to use Luna before these charts get changed. I'm trying to get Binance. Definitely don't want to use Luna UST chart. Let's do Binance. They don't have it on here anymore. It's okay though. I still have the other charts I've made with Luna as well. But Luna was dipping pretty hard too. It's pulling down the whole crypto market, and then the SPY. Significantly, the SPY on May 12th. That's the big one. May 12th could have been the turnaround for the SPY. Is at 385, but it did wick down lower. So May 12th was a great accumulation day. Historically, May 12th was a great accumulation day. I wrote this on the YouTube. I shared it in my Discord, but I also put this on the YouTube May 12th. Because people kept asking me, hey Tame, I see where at bottom should I buy, should I accumulate? And guys, really good investors accumulate on the bottoms. Do the good investors buy up here at the top after we're up 20% from the bottom? No. Good investors accumulate at the bottom when it's red, when RSI levels are low. Look at this RSI level on May 12th. We were super low RSI. Look at this. We were at 5 relative strength index. The market was completely oversold for Dogecoin. It's a very beautiful situation. Now, generally when we're oversold, and generally when we're below the moving average, historically it's been a perfect time for accumulation. Historically. So, let's see here. I want to do a little poll. I want to see how many people bought on May 12th. If you bought Doge on May 12th, you should be in the profits. You should have accumulated more Doge. If you sold your Doge on this death cross, if you took your Doge profit on the big Elon tweet before, if you even took profit today on the Elon tweet at 8.9, you're super in the profits. Now, it's not my job to tell you when to buy and when to sell, but I do like to raise awareness on some of these indicators to try to help the retail investors. So I did a poll. Let's see if you guys bought on May 12th. Because today, on May 27th, we're starting to get that recovery. So, either you bought May 12th, or you're going to be buying today, tomorrow, or this week. I don't know when you guys are buying, so I'm doing this poll to find out. And while that's happening, I'm going to create a YouTube poll.
So that means BTC going down?
Why would it mean Bitcoin? I did not say that at all. I did not say anything about Bitcoin going down right now.
Drago, is that you?
So in terms of Doge, I did mention who's ready for 21.45 cents. Now, I'm going to explain that real quickly. One moment, please. Let me get something real quick. Okay, so I'm back. Let's analyze this chart a little bit. Starting on March 28th, that's when we started getting a little bit overbought for Doge. And then with another Elon catalyst on April 5th. Pretty good timing, right? And another Elon catalyst, April 25th. Usually after the Elon catalyst, we start pumping. Elon likes to tweet on days that we're pumping as well in the markets. And this is like the first time we see the SPY starting to go up as well.
Hey, I was wondering if you could share your chart, what you're charting. I know it's probably on YouTube, but where I'm at right now has pretty horrible service. I don't think I'll be able to run YouTube and Discord, if you don't mind.
I could share the thing on Discord as well. Let me pick the screen real quick. So
Appreciate you, sir.
I have it on Discord as well if you guys want to look at the Discord if you're not able to load the YouTube. And for the YouTube, I will put it in announcements channel that we're live as well. And I'm going to try to clip this session as well. So, are you on the screen yet? This is for the SPY, by the way. This is the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. So on the SPY, we started getting completely overbought on the daily chart on March 29th. March 29th, that was scary. That was very scary. People started to slowly buy puts during this time. They stopped buying their options. They started buying puts. And the SPY started coming down pretty fast. It only took us about 8 days before we had a death cross on the daily for the SPY. Generally, I tell people, yeah, the death cross, yeah, you can get a little bit of pump up sometimes. It's very possible. But the chance of the price being much lower a week later is very high. And April 18th, we had that death cross. A week later, we're already down $416 from $440. That's $30 lower. So that's very low. Very scary. Very scary situation. And then, thankfully, May 20th and May 12th, we started getting oversold. May 12th, we were oversold, and the MACD wasn't lining up yet. But then we were still a little bit oversold. And here's the interesting thing. We didn't really have a divergence on the RSI too much until the 20th of May. And then the 20th of May came. That RSI was still trying to come back down. RSI was coming back down. And then boom, by the time 23rd of May come, we already started uptrending. Parabolic SAR uptrend May 25th. So this is like 3 consecutive days of the SPY pumping, and this is actually a pretty big candle as well for the SPY. I'm using this candle, and then the MACD finally flipped over right here on the 25th of May. Looking at Doge, if we look at Doge as well from the 20th of May, let's see what happened. Doge was still dipping on 20th of May, so the algorithms are not there yet where we need them to be in the markets. Until the government implements instant settlement for stocks, like completely instant settlement for stocks with cryptocurrency involved, you're going to have these small delays. So we saw the SPY started slowly reversing right here while Doge was still dipping. If we had instant settlement in the markets, then people would have taken profits and then started using their trading bots and algorithms to sell their SPY, buy Doge, to stop the Doge from dipping. But it took time, so we're not in a fully automatic market yet. There's still room for people to develop on this stuff, and once we have instant settlement, then generally, if the Bitcoin is following the SPY, then the moment the SPY turns bullish, Bitcoin should start turning bullish as well. Especially if something like Bitcoin that has only 21 million maximum supply and they cannot mint more out of thin air. That's pretty good. And just seeing this small delay, it's pretty good. But it wasn't that big of a dip. We actually even hit a higher price than that dip today after Elon tweet, so it's not bad. Our daily volume candles started coming up. I noticed we were sideways trading, not really much volume from 14th of May until today. And then yesterday we had kind of a big sell-off for Doge. And ironically, today Elon Musk did a tweet. So if you sold that bottom right before Elon tweet, I feel very sorry for you. Some of you guys may have to sell the bottom if you use leverage. I warned people on my Discord yesterday. Be very careful using futures trading during this time. You can spot trade and still make pretty good profits. But if you do a futures trade and the price falls 10%, you get liquidate, then you lose those bags. So you can't use the whole bag when you're futures trading. So we see the SPY slowly recovering. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing.
Can I go long on Bitcoin now?
I can't tell you to go long or short. Today is also options expiration day. Bitcoin did cross over on the daily MACD, but it's a very weak MACD. We have very weak. Like this Bitcoin bullish momentum, extremely weak. Bitcoin's even losing bullish momentum on the daily. I still think it's very possible we could get closer to 20k Bitcoin. All these predictions were done on May 12th. Still very possible for 20k Bitcoin. Super possible. So, if you're going to go long, take into factor of your liquidation price. Can you sustain a liquidation price of $20,000 per Bitcoin? So, definitely take that into consideration. We're still not completely oversold for Bitcoin as well. They're actually, the reason why Doge was pumping right here was that Elon tweet. So these are some of those first signs. Thankfully, the SPY is starting to come back. If we look at Bitcoin on the 4-hour, we still see these candles not super high volume. So I really don't like futures trading on super low volume because all it takes is 2 or 3 bad actors. They could come in and they can move the price in any direction that they choose to liquidate people.
I'm scared, man.
But hey guys, May 12th. May 12th was my day. Like, I know I haven't been on much since May 12th. There hasn't really been much to watch. May 12th has been my day. I was on May 12th at around 8 p.m. Eastern, the 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern candle. I was here with you guys watching it. We were dipping. It was a great buy opportunity. It was a great buy opportunity for Doge. It was a great buy opportunity for the SPY. And it was a great buy opportunity for Bitcoin. May 12th. I was here with you guys on that day. Right here. This is the candle for Bitcoin on that May 12th as well. And as you see, almost every other day we've been at a higher price for Bitcoin since that May 12th. So, I was here for you guys May 12th. If you accumulated, good job. Big round of applause. I cannot legally tell you when to buy or sell, but I can try to highlight events like this for you guys. I'm just telling you right now, we're still in this bearish momentum on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. Technically still bearish momentum based off of the MACD, but the volume's not there. Volume's not there. And once the markets start turning bullish again, we're going to start picking up volume, and it's probably going to be on the buy side more than the sell side for Bitcoin.
What?
And then you have people like Michael Saylor. They did buy on a little bit of leverage. They did leverage some of their assets against Bitcoin, and they actually did loan some Bitcoin to other people, and then they also borrowed money against their Bitcoin. But Michael Saylor, he doesn't get liquidate until like $2,500 Bitcoin. He's able to put up more collateral at $3,700 Bitcoin. So even if he's getting close to liquidation, a lot of actors could come in and just buy that Bitcoin. It's very unrealistic that Bitcoin goes to $2,000. Very unrealistic. There's too many people. There's too many firms that could come up and buy it before it ever hits that low. So if you guys were shorting Bitcoin on the hopes that MicroStrategy becomes liquidate on their Bitcoin position, that's not going to happen. Michael Saylor will not get liquidate on that position. It's very unlikely. Very unlikely. They'll probably sell off a lot of stocks and buy Bitcoin before that was ever going to happen. So I really don't see MicroStrategy getting liquidated. The lowest I really see Bitcoin going is 20,000. The lowest I see Bitcoin going is 20,000. And then we also have room for that bull market to come after this small dip in the markets. So we had 20,000 that I see as a low. And the highest that we could go in a few years is probably up to $1 million. So you got to weigh that stuff right there. If you're trying to short Bitcoin at the bottom here, I know some people are thinking about it. Some people are really greedy. If you're thinking about it, be very careful. Very careful. We had that def cross come in on the 14th of April for Bitcoin at 40,000. So, look, if you're able to get out on that def cross, big round of applause. You followed a great technical. Saved yourself. After that def cross, now we have this nice bear flag right here as well. This is a big bear flag. And there's another thing that's weighing on the markets. Opportunity. When GameStop actually does do the squeeze, it's going to drain some of the market. It's going to drain some of the markets. People are going to sell off some stocks. I told you guys last year, the first signs of the GameStop squeeze is that some of your favorite stocks like Apple, Facebook, Tesla, they're going to take 20 to 40% hits on their stocks. That's the first sign. That's going to be the first sign. Now, let's go look at our beautiful GameStop.
I'm all in.
Let's look at GameStop. Let's look
What's
at
the
GameStop.
latest on Luna? Is it gonna stick around or is it gonna go away?
I'll talk about Luna after GameStop. The Luna, as you saw before, is never going to be there again, though. Just letting you guys know that. It's going to be completely different. So this is GameStop. This was my first accumulation block right here for GameStop at $77 up to $80. This is the day that one of their directors left GameStop and sold a lot of shares. And I told people, a great time to accumulate. So if you accumulate your GameStop here, beautiful, perfect. And then boom. We saw it go almost to $200. I took profit like 190 something. That was posted on YouTube, Discord when that happened as well. If you guys want to just search GameStop or GME, it's going to be an announcement tab, charts tab, if you want to check that on Discord. And now look, we're getting another rally up for GameStop, and we're at $135 per share. When this squeeze happens, I promise you, when this squeeze happens, you're going to see some other stocks getting some sell-offs so that people shorting GameStop are going to be able to actually cover their positions. And I mentioned before, whenever GameStop does these big pumps up, the first thing that suffers is cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin. Some of these hedge funds, they had some Bitcoin, they had some crypto, and they were expecting their price to rise, and they believed that they could sell it to cover some of their GameStop shorts. Well, let's see what happened to Bitcoin from March 21st all the way to March 29th. This is March 21st and March 29th. We were pumping at the same time, so there was not a divergence. Yes, sir?
Do you still expect AMC to squeeze?
AMC is different. It doesn't have the highest short interest ratio. GameStop has that high short interest ratio. I'd rather just go all in on GameStop rather than both split it between GameStop and AMC.
Okay.
AMC, they have the options to issue more shares as well. They said they weren't going to do it last year, but that was last year. We're in 2022 now. We're in a recession. It's a different market, so.
That sucks. I said the same thing about when AMC instead of GameStop.
So there wasn't a divergence between Bitcoin and GameStop during this time. And divergence means basically when one goes up, the other goes down. That wasn't happening. They were in parallel rising together. So generally the market as a whole was bullish together here. Well, and then they dipped together. But here's the divergence today for the last 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Look at Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Bitcoin's been dipping. We're about $1,000 off per share now, while GameStop's up over 30%. So,
why is Jasmine deciding to run more?
I'm not sure about Jasmine. Basically, we see a Bitcoin drop 3% as GameStop's up 30%. So, it's very interesting to see. And, guys,
And I just got liquidated.
what? Did you get liquidated? I'll be very careful with futures trading. Look, people were futures trading Luna, hoping to make a quick profits at the end there. like the worst time to do futures trade. And I kid you not, the spot trade price was 8 times lower than the futures trading price. The moment you enter that futures trade, you would have been liquidated. So even 1 times leverage, that's how they get people at the end there. So you have to be very careful. But yeah, we're starting to see a divergence between Bitcoin and GameStop now, so that's very bullish for GameStop. Bitcoin's down 3% as GameStop's up 30%. It's very beautiful. Now, completely different markets, but man.
Are you in any of them?
Those are not sound bites from a soundboard, Clay MIA. That guy's legitimately on Discord. Am I in any of what?
Bitcoin or whatnot.
So I'm in
Is that a
Doge.
question you can ask?
I accumulated Doge on May 12th, and I just waited. I accumulated Doge on May 12th, and I just waited patiently. It was a very long wait. I got my Doge way cheaper than the current price. So, very happy with that. Here's what I'm not happy about currently, though. I made a great trade shorting Luna a while back. Really great trade. Probably one of my best trades. Probably one of my best futures trade of the year. Like, the only trade that come close to that was the Gala play, but Gala play was like pennies compared to this Luna profit. And I didn't really have to risk that much money as well. That's why I will never stop futures trading completely. I will not stop it completely. Let me pull this up real quick. We just have so much stuff. I'll pull up the Discord real quick as well. So I did mention a while back also the 10-year Treasury Bond. Once that bond hit 3.2%, I figured it was a little bit overbought in that area. So let's go to a 10-year bond real quick. GameStop's still climbing. If we look at GameStop on this 5-minute chart, we're still we're at the top of this 5-minute candle. Like, GameStop's still going. We even hit as high as 143. And another stock that I like during this time before we look at 10-year bond is Bed Bath & Beyond. It's actually recovering as well. Bed Bath & Beyond is like, I think that's going to be one of the GOAT plays of the year.
Really?
So look at these green blocks for Bed Bath & Beyond. This is when Ryan Cohen acquired his shares. We're on the second day of bullish
like
momentum.
$25, isn't it? Like 10.
So these green blocks he accumulated on multiple days. He's probably like, this gives him great opportunity to accumulate more if he really wants to. But he accumulated right here at around 14 up to 17. He acquired again on a dip around 14, 13. Again around closer from $15 to $18, and a third time from 12 to 16. Ryan Cohen owns 9% of this company now, Bed Bath & Beyond. Keep in mind, Ryan Cohen is the same gentleman that purchased 9% of GameStop around $15 per share before making some changes, and we saw the price drive as high as $500 per share during the mini squeeze when Robinhood prevented their customers from trading and selling GameStop and buying GameStop. So
You said 9% he acquired?
9%. And then now he did the same thing. He started acquiring over here on January. He has options with a strike price of $70 that expire January 2023 as well. He thinks the price is going to eventually rise higher than 17. As it closer to $60, he's super in the profits.
Did he have to do the same thing Elon Musk did with the 9%? Because he owns so much of the company?
What did Elon Musk have to do?
He did this for a reason, Cohen.
Well, he did the SEC filing. He even wrote a report. Basically, what Ryan Cohen wants to do, he wants to get rid of the CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond CEO has been earning more money every year, while the stock price has been dropping. So he's the one factor that needs to go. Sorry, let me get this chart. And then boom, right here, guys. Right here. yesterday, that's like 2 days ago, that's when our MACD crossed over at $8. So look, I told you guys, like I spoon-fed you guys a stock to research and look at, and the MACD, we've been waiting since April 1st, and finally now the MACD crossed over on the daily around $8. This could be probably one of the biggest plays as well of the year. I'm going to go ahead and make this chart as well because I believe in this as well. I'm going to put this in the charts channel for you guys on the Discord.
Yeah, you've been talking about this for a while. It's in the works for a while.
Yeah, we're fine.
When's the last time you walked into a Best Buy? Because after it started, it was around.
No,
20.
this isn't Best Buy. This is not Best Buy. This
Sorry,
is Bed Bath and Beyond.
When's the last time you walked in one?
So last year before they closed down in my city, they were in the mall here. What the? They were in the mall here and then they closed down.
Okay. The one by me, when I last went in there, they didn't have a single price label on anything because they were redoing the whole store. But it didn't look great at the same time because there wasn't a lot in there.
Well, they're trying to change it over to the online model. They're trying to take a portion of Bed Bath & Beyond called Baby. They want to clean it up and then sell it.
So they're trying to do like overstock?
No, it's a whole sequence.
No, they're trying to get rid of the CEO.
Okay, so that's the first order of their business.
They're trying to get rid of the CEO. They're trying to make it more of an e-commerce friendly. They're trying to reduce the losses. You don't need all those brick and mortar stores.
I can send him the article that you sent a long time ago.
Yeah. So Ryan Cohen wrote a nice brief as well. Like this, it takes time. And I mentioned before, like a bearish catalyst is if that CEO goes, he dumps his stocks on the market.
I was just thinking there had to be a Beyond room because there wasn't enough shit.
So what's today's date? 5/27/20. So the current price is 9.27 for this stock. Sorry, I'm just making a chart.
It was 7 something just yesterday, right?
So I got this chart. I'm gonna put it in the Discord as well. So I'm gonna go over here to the charts channel on Discord. Alright, I put this in the chart channel as well. So I did say that strong buy signals. I'm not telling you to buy it though. This is not financial advice. A signal and an indicator does not mean that you have to follow it to the core and do what that indicator says. It's just something that you should do your research on. Thank you guys for that. For your attention. Now let's go back to the Bed Bath & Beyond chart. I already drew this here. 27th of May. Like, this is our second day. If we get a third day, we'll probably be up over 20% in price tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Markets are closed, so Monday morning. If the markets are truly coming bullish again.
Market's closed on Monday. Holiday.
Oh, yeah. I forgot there's a holiday on Monday as well. It's a long weekend. Super bullish for crypto. And guys, I'm going to go a little bit personal here. The play I did with Luna didn't really change my life, but it helped me a lot. But I'm still very frugal, so I'm going to share with you what I'm eating today. Watermelon. One of the cheapest foods per pound for the summertime. And these things are about $3.99 at my grocery stores in my city. And they probably weigh anywhere from 15 to 30 pounds. If I get lucky, I'll get some 40 pounders a little bit later. So super cheap.
You say 40-pound watermelon?
40 pounds.
You can eat and drink at the same time.
Yeah, so plenty of nutrients as well. So this is a lot healthier to eat than chewing on candy. It's about 16 times cheaper per pound than candy as well. It's way more nutritional than candy. Now, I love sweet potatoes from November until summer. I had 80 pounds that I went through during that time. I have like a few pounds left just for some summer barbecues. But watermelons, if you want something sweet and nutrient to suck on, buy some watermelons this season. Check your grocery stores. If you're worried about the price of gas, call your grocery store and be like, hey, what's the price of your watermelons? Are they on sale now, or when are they going to be on sale if you want to buy your watermelons? Don't drive there if your gas is $5 per gallon where you live. Where I live, the gas was $4.42, and that's for the cheapest gas. Now, if you have a high octane engine and you need to buy that $5.28 per gallon gas, I'm sorry. And then state taxes as well for the gas is pretty high as well. So definitely call people.
Can you get full from some watermelon?
Yeah, I can get full from watermelon.
You drink, don't drive. Do the watermelon crawl.
I have my own tomato plants as well. That I bought some tomato plants, some seeds for like $2, and I already got over a pound of cherry tomatoes from those plants as well. So I paid $2. I already have a pound, and they're still growing more and more as long as I can take care of them.
What about potatoes?
But I do want to share something with you guys. I made a significant gain on some Luna short. I started shorting it around $84, and the exchanges actually closed me out of the short. They forced me out of the short, so I was forced into taking profits near the bottom, thankfully. And
That means you're winning, right?
I put that money into another HET stake, and HETS was trading around 10 to 20 cents. It depends on how much you buy because of markets. But let me show you what happened to HETS in the last few days. That position is down significantly a lot. It's in a stake though. Somebody dumped over 79 million HETS on the market within the last 24 hours. Our MACD did cross over, but I just wanted to get my HET stake in, so I did not buy on the bottom. But HETS went as low as 3.79 cents, guys. HETS went as low as 3.79 cents. And I currently it's estimated around 38% APY paid in HETS. So as long as the price doesn't go too far down under, like, my initial buy-in for HETS was around 5 cents. So that was last year.
You put in your 800. You put in that large amount into there. Down at HETS at 5 cents. It's awesome.
No, I did not buy the HETS at 5 cents. That was my first one back in June last year. June last year when I mentioned it to the Discord. But no. I got my HETS the last time closer to 10 cents. I got it closer to 10 cents, and it's already down 40% on that position. Because I had the support around 10 cents as well, but somebody just dumped 79 million HETS on the market. Our biggest, like, we had no daily volume.
Did you say you shorted LBS and gained about 30%?
I shorted what?
LBS?
No, I didn't say that.
30%?
No. I don't even know what LBS is.
Pounds, man. Pounds.
Oh, no. I shorted Luna. It's a cryptocurrency.
Your diet, man. I'm just fucking with you.
Luna is a cryptocurrency. Here, I have it on my Twitter as well. I'm going to go to my profile on Twitter. Because Luna... And then I make these memes as well, like if you're trading Luna. This is literally what it's like trading Luna.
It's lunacy now.
Yeah, I put $500 in Luna again a while back, just $500. I didn't want to do more. And that $500 turned into $7,500 within it. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to take out my initial $500. So I sold $500 worth, protect my initial investment. And the next day it went down to like $3,000, and then down to $1,500, and then $1,200. So it's down a lot, and then they converted it now to Luna C. So it's Luna C. They're trying to do the Terra 2.0, Luna 2.0. I'm still going to hold that Luna there. If it turns out profitable, great. If not, it's the $500 is already protected. So this is just like a hedge play that Do Kwon will be able to recover Luna with the help of exchanges. What I'm hoping is that each of the exchanges are able to help support retail investors that bought their Luna at $80 and maybe help get the price up a little bit. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah, I did a trade. I put it on Discord as well. This was like a really quick trade. I bought Luna like 0.0. I bought Luna around 1 cent. It's crazy because if you bought Luna at 1 cent and held it, you're down like over 100 times right now. If you bought Luna at 1 cent, you held it, you're down 100%. So for me, even doing this play for risking for 200%, at a risk of where I could be down 100 times, that was so risky on my side. So after I took profits on this, I just waited. I was like, oh, let me wait. If the price goes to the lowest on KuCoin, I can buy it and get like several hundreds of billions of Luna. It never did that, so I had to buy it like at the 3 to 4 decimal places.
Yep.
This was the recovery of Luna when it's 1.18. I thought I put a question mark. I wasn't sure. I put a few $100s in Luna. Then I took profit when it ran around 4.5. I started seeing that downtrend. I shared it on Twitter. I shared it on Discord. Like, if you refuse to take profit on Luna at 4.5, you could have $1 million at that point, and now it could be like worth maybe like $100. So super risky. And then right here, this was it. Oh, May 12th, I was on fire. But yeah, I warned people, Luna was going to die. Luna was going to die during this time. And very big dip. And then on April 29th, I put this tweet out when Luna was $86. I said, who's shorting Luna? Retweet is shorting Luna all the way to $50. Well, the problem was when we got to $50, there was no sign of recovery at all. Nothing. We just started melting towards the floor at that point. So
yeah, $50 did nothing. It just went straight through.
Yeah, and we went straight to, and the exchanges forced me out like near zero. So I had a very small amount shorting because I don't like to use big bags on KuCoin, and I made a significant gain on this play. And I'm just sharing my personal experience. I'm not claiming that if you join my Discord or talk with us or watch YouTube that you will make profits. I'm just sharing my personal story, and this is not financial advice. And the indicators that told me to short Luna, one right here, parabolic SAR, started down printing for the daily after we get rejected on the way back up. So we got rejected. We didn't go all-time high again. We started coming down. So this was my sell block for Luna. Usually I make these sell blocks to try to protect investors theoretically from losing more money. So if you would have held your Luna here with $1 billion, you would have a few pennies right now. So I try to protect people as well as I can. RSI was starting to coming down as well, and then the MACD was about to cross over to become super bearish. So we went from losing bearish momentum, gaining a little bullish, got rejected based off of the MACD, and started coming down further. So Luna was my best play of the year, honestly. And I do feel like I dropped the bag by putting a large portion of that profit into HETS and putting it in a stake. But those T-shares, if you get T-shares in HETS, like you stake it for 5 to 10 years, eventually it's worth it. So I did that instead of Dogecoin, and I still have Dogecoin on spot on another account back from May 12th. So I'm not really worried about adding too much Doge. But this was when I just first started shorting Luna on April 29th. If you want to go back to my Twitter, I also posted some charts and stuff in the Discord as well. I also made this meme about Tether. I'm so sorry about this, guys. What's up?
What's up? I always like these.
This was my initial sell block for Luna at $91, by the way.
It's a big trade, if I'm doing the math correctly.
It's a big trade, yeah. On May 12th, May 12th, I got scared as fuck, though. I'm not going to lie. May 12th, I started switching a lot of my crypto from USDT to Ethereum to HETS. And then May 12th, I was like, okay, let's take the rest of this tether and just put it into Doge. Because on the 11th, USDT started losing its peg. It even went down to 94 cents. How scary is that? A stable coin that's supposed to be pegged at $1 going to 94, 95 cents. You lose 6% of your value on a stable coin? That will scare people. Let's see if USDT is doing now. And by the way, for HETS, I think HETS will recover. I'm definitely not able to end the stake because I will be penalized. So I'm forced to stay in this HETS state. Now, my view is that HETS will grow in value when Pulse Chain is released. I think that's the next big catalyst because it's going to be a lot easier for retail traders to trade on Pulse Chain for HETS pairs. It's supposedly it's supposed to be pegged strings. Not 100% sure.
What are your thoughts on XLM XRP, Tam?
So XRP, that lawsuit could have been delayed for like a year. It's a very scary situation. It's still like a good cryptocurrency for sending and receiving. It's very fast. Even after a lawsuit, though, I feel like a lot of XRP is going to get hyped up. People may buy it, or those guys at Ripple could also dump it if there's no stipulations. But this was a scary day, guys. May 12th, scary. Let's look at Xrp chart though.
Especially since the next day was Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I already put my thoughts on Xrp in the Discord. Let me find it on the Discord. But look at the chart on the daily. Yeah, the MACD is crossing over. MACD is crossing over for XRP like a few days ago. But look, when that MACD crossed over, now today we're losing bullish momentum. And we're still dipping. So there's a divergence between the MACD RSI, so that's a very scary situation. They're not lined up. And we saw that huge sell pressure. People on the inside of Ripple know something we don't know. And if this suit does go all the way to next year, like I did mention in the Discord, I warned people. I warned you it's going to go all the way until next year probably. There's a huge sell-off. I don't want to wait a year. I'll put it into something where I can get short gains. Like, I know Elon's going to tweet faster than 1 year, so I can just buy Doge on the dips and then take profits on the rips. I don't want to do XRP. I think it's like in news or announcements for XRP. But if you just go to Discord and if you go up to Discord, you type XRP at the top, we have 753 results for XRP in the Discord alone. Oh, April 29th, right here again. Same day I started shorting Luna. It's coincidence. Coincidence. Like, some of my friends are politicians, but we never commit insider trading. We never talk about investing. But 29th of April, man, I'm telling you. They tweeted about this. This was public information. James Phelan. He says 6-month list. So, right here. This was super bad news. April 29th. Let's go back to the chart. Look at April 29th. Right here. I'm going to have to zoom this out a little bit. But right here. This was super bad news. This was when the lawyers tweeted. And let's make this red so people know, like, get out. XRP was at around 63 cents. It's lost almost half its value since this tweet on April 29th, when the lawyers come out and started saying that, hey, this may take up to a year. This may take a year longer. If Do Kwon came out and said it would take a year to recover Luna, whoo, that thing would be in the floor. If Elon Musk came out and said it would take a year to fix Tesla, definitely going to get less buy pressure. If Elon Musk came out and said it's going to take a year for the Twitter deal, oh my God, you'll see a stock sell-off. But yeah, this is why we had that super bearish news on XRP. I put it on the Discord of the day. And then we have all these other stuff at XRP as well. But I put this in Discord because somebody was sharing something that was a little bit inaccurate, so I had to step up and let them know, like, hey, no, this is going to take a long time. And the next briefs are filed on November 15th for Ripple. So, very, very bad situation for XRP. On 22nd, we did have a little bit of a bump up. But after that, like, after this news came out on 29th, I would not be scalping or trading unless you're comfortable holding as the price goes down lower and lower and lower for XRP. And then for Stellar XLM, I really liked Stellar for transferring crypto. Let's look at Stellar chart, XLM. I don't want to use Coinbase chart, but I guess I will. It's been coming down consistently as well. And here's what I know. This is a fundamental I'll share with you guys since I'm here live. Once the crypto market changes paths from bullish to bearish, or from bearish to bullish, generally from bearish to bullish is the best case scenario for XLM. Once we go into full bull market mode, a lot of people buy up XLM because they're panic FOMO. They buy that XLM because they can send it faster than other cryptocurrencies on their exchanges. They buy it, transfer it, and then they sell it, and then go long, future trade or spot trade, buy whatever they think is going to pump. So that's the big bullish catalyst for XLM. Once the market turns from bearish to bullish, people start slowly accumulating XLM. Once we're super green, they just buy XLM. They just market buy it so they can transfer their assets instantly so they don't miss out on the big gains. So that's why people like to buy XLM. And on a daily, it's still holding above 10 cents. A little bit of divergence between MACD and RSI. A little bit scary though for XLM. We're not really ripped yet, Andrew Trimus. Not really ripped yet. I mean, GameStop's up 30%. What's the highest I think GameStop will go? I think GameStop highest at least $2,500 per share. Sounds weird saying that, but if you look at the short interest ratio and you look at all the money involved in GameStop, it could happen. And that's why they call it a squeeze. You don't double in a squeeze. You don't triple in a squeeze. You don't 5 times in a squeeze. You go up like 1,000 times. Let's look at Doge on a micro level. So when I came on here, we did a macro level of everything. Let's go into micro. Let's zoom in on the 1 hour for Doge. So we look here. We were dipping. RSI was oversold here. This is a 1 hour, super micro. We're not going to go much lower than a 1 hour time frame for analyzing micro. And then we saw Doge go around 7.5 cents yesterday. That's when we were oversold. It started recovering. So a little bit of divergence right there. A little bit of divergence. RSI started coming up while the price is still dipping. Great accumulation block. And now today, after Elon Tweet, on the micro level, we're overbought. Generally, when we're overbought, people take profits. I'm going to translate this long wick for you. So the candle is the thickness of the body. The wick is this small, thin green line. In my eyes, what I see is right here. This was the strong take profits for people. And I'm not telling you that you had to take profit here. I'm just telling you that this is where people did take their profits. And you can see it right here on the wicks. So people took profits all the way down from 8.2 cents. Now, generally after Elon tweets, we like to retrace back to the point of origin. So it is possible that we see Doge again around 7.6 cents after these tweets are done. But yeah. On a micro level, we could probably go down below 7.5, 7.6. So be very careful future trading. If you're spot trading, never spot trade going long at the peak of an Elon tweet. You will get wrecked. So just sharing that on the micro level of Doge. It would go to a little bit more broad level in this 4 hour. We start breaking the downtrend. So this Elon tweet breaking the downtrend and getting above the golden cross line was great. And what that I mentioned before, guys, about golden cross line. Because this line represents moving averages, and anything above the golden line, people take profits. So is it coincidental that people started taking profits at 8.3? No. Any seasoned investor that wants to take those quick profits, they'll take quick profits right on that golden cross line or anywhere above it and sell it all the way down. So that's what we saw. People took profits all the way down. This is golden cross, and then down here, anything under, people like to accumulate. So the further down you are from the golden cross line, moving averages, the more people like to accumulate. Now here's the thing. No, let's not use that. It's going to confuse people. Let's change this real quick. So look right here, guys. This Williams alligator. The Williams alligator is the green line, the pink line, and the blue line. Now this is the default Williams alligator. The default. I do have a long-term Williams alligator as well. So I have two of them on the screen. But the Williams alligator finally started turning a little bit bullish as well. When that happens, it's great. So eventually we could see our way up towards that 21.45 cents for Doge. Remember the support level that we had for Doge? Let this be a quick history lesson as well. Every time you bounce off that support level, you keep hitting that support level, you're going to make it weaker. Same thing, if you hit that resistance and keep bouncing off resistance, which we did not do, we only hit it like a few times. The more times you hit that support or the more times you hit that resistance level, the higher chance you're going to break through it. We hit the support level so many times on the 15 minutes, 4 hours, 1 hour, and eventually it just had enough. It broke down. So what we're going to look at here now, we want to see if we're going to keep hitting this support level or the resistance level. If we keep hitting this resistance level, Doge could start breaking up. This is like our fourth candle that hits that resistance on the 4 hour. So we do that about 10 more times. Like, we're going to start pumping. And then our def cross came in for Doge up here at 13.9. So if you just follow the def cross on this 4 hour, you would have got out of your Doge right here. You would have got out of your Doge right here on the 4 hour. So this was your last save for Doge, and then it's just dipping. Yeah, it did go oversold a few times and quick profits, but you have to be very careful. We're leaning towards this overbought range as well for Doge after that Elon tweet. We're about 1 cent lower as well from that Elon tweet.